Dernier épisode qui s'appelle donc Crier au loup.
I mean, your eyes and the teeth. You're not really supposed to do that, are you?
Not if I can avoid it. No.
Holly's sister, Lily.
Do you even give a shit about us? The strays.
That's why you can't tell me anything. It's the ribbon, isn't it?
We're destroying the tree.
No!
We're not burning the tree, Snow.
J'avais dit ça?
You're not really gonna send me to the farm, are you?
I don't know. Snow will come around. She's just... the crane thing hit her hard, and she doesn't really know who her friends are right now.
Ça m'a fait peur. Salut Didou! On dirait pas un mélange entre Jinx et Vice, ce perso, sans déconner? 10 ans d'avance, ils avaient prévu la fusion des deux personnages.
Bigby, wait. When you get the crooked man, make sure you bring him back alive. He has to stand trial.
Why don't you have a seat, Sheriff? We have a great deal to discuss.
Ah, c'est quand c'était allumer une cigarette en mode ultra badass. Wesh la sève! Quoi de neuf? J'ai mis des sons et je les utilise pas assez. En même temps, c'est pour pas gâcher l'ambiance. Toujours la poule et toi. Mais qu'est-ce qu'elle raconte? Le dimanche ne te réussit pas, hein. On rencontre enfin le Crooked Man. Le tordu. C'est un peu la mafia le mec, mais bon. Crier au loup. Ou le loup qui
You've
crie.
come a long way. You must be tired. And if my envoys are correct, you haven't had a lot of rest recently.
Ah, ça sort le gun avec des balles d'argent. Bien équipés les mecs.
Please, Sheriff, relax for a moment, will you? Do you want a drink? Something to eat? Vivian makes a very nice, it's elegant. Really a carpaccio. It's lobster, sirloin. Well, gramercy me. Take a seat.
Allez, on va prendre un verre. On n'a pas bu depuis 4 jours.
Scotch.
Only Tennessee whiskey, unfortunately.
Ah, seulement du Tennessee. Ah, c'est de la... Tant pis alors.
What do you think you're doing?
He's gonna...
Mr. Wolf is our guest, and I have every intention of cooperating. So don't waste the silver. Sit down, Jersey. Well, Sheriff,
Bon toutou.
for the sake of transparency, why don't you tell us why you're here? It would help settle everyone's nerves, I think.
Ah merde,
You're destroying this town. You've been doing it for ages.
Destroying this town? What on earth do you mean?
C'est vrai que maintenant qu'on s'est retrouvé devant lui...
Slavery, kidnapping, extortion, murder. What would you call the wholesale corruption of Fabletown?
I would call
Ah,
it
la
the
corruption, voilà.
baseless accusation of a desperate sheriff. How are you certain this isn't some conspiracy against me? I'm a well-connected man, well-moneyed. People do like to take their shots at me.
You're right that there's a conspiracy, but you're the one behind it.
I have no need for treachery, Bigby. I do everything right out in the open. But I can understand the confusion, and I'm truly sorry about the trouble.
Ouais, il va nous falloir 10 milliards de preuves qu'il est impliqué maintenant, lui. Oh là là, on n'a rien trouvé depuis le début.
To make it up to you. The recent murders that have gotten such attention as of late, I don't relish telling you that they were perpetrated by an employee of mine. It's a very unfortunate bit of business, but I promise you that the matter will be dealt with internally. I just want to settle the issue for you, and to assure you that it's over with. You really don't need to worry yourself further.
An unfortunate bit of business. You're gonna tell me right now who killed him.
Sheriff, I have complete respect for you and your job. I hope you know that. But I simply can't divulge that information.
Pas trop le choix en fait.
You really shouldn't worry yourself. As I said, I've got this under control.
C'est tellement le contrôle qu'il y a des meurtres.
I'm gonna deal with it right now.
Yeah, right. What do you think this is? Some kind of negotiation?
Il est où ton frère, toi?
The man said he'd take care of it. So why don't you take the hint?
Ici, la loi, c'est moi.
Tweedledee, please.
I'm already pissed off. You don't want to make it worse.
You think I'm scared of you?
Ah, mais là, son
You're
frère.
nothing more than
That's
a...
it. Ah,
s'ils savent.
If you have to know, it was Georgie.
C'est une connerie. C'est pas lui qui a fait ça.
However, like I said, I'll be handling the matter if you don't mind.
Putain.
Georgie.
Vous allez tout balancer, c'est ça?
So just...
Sit down now.
Yeah, I killed him, so what? You should have just kept your nose where it fucking belonged.
Georgie.
You piece of shit. I should have fucking
Mais ça se voit que c'est pas lui.
The fact is, George here misinterpreted one of my instructions.
Misinterpreted?
And I want to make things right. So, let's work something out.
What's there to work out? I'm protected, aren't I?
Your protection has limits, and I think you've far exceeded yours. That you could murder someone in cold blood like that.
You fucking asked me to do this.
And
You
then
told me
attempt
to
to
kill him.
blame me for it. You will be silent while we discuss what to do with you.
This is right bollocks, sis. You're just gonna let him do this?
So what
Eh
is
ouais,
it,
bienvenue dans
Sheriff?
le monde de
Can
la
we
mafia.
discuss terms? You can have Georgie.
Ça va, ça marche toujours.
Consider it a gift, ensuring our continued cooperation.
What the hell?
Take this fucker. Take all of them. I didn't fucking
Don't
start
make
this.
any trouble, Georgie.
Are you seriously throwing me under the fucking
Pas de compromis, chien, je vous embarque tous.
It's over, so get up.
I'd advise against that approach, Bigby.
You can't just hand me over. What the fuck is this shit? You said you'd cover for us.
For minor infractions, not murder.
Just go with him, Georgie. You're gonna sink us all.
What's wrong with you people? You're really gonna sell him out just like
You
that?
think I give a fuck if I'm the one? Who the shit do you think you fuckers are?
surrender.
Abattez-vous là.
I do apologize, Sheriff, but I think it's best if you leave now.
There's no way I'm going with him. Are you kidding me?
Things are about to get unpleasant, and I would rather you weren't here to watch.
You can go join that whore at the bottom of the lake for all I give a shit. But he's not taking me anywhere.
Ah, ça balance des infos sur
I'll
les
roll over on
les
the lot of you
meurtres.
before I let that shit happen.
What are you saying?
Yeah, what the fuck? You're gonna make sure we all go down this shitter with you?
I told you.
I'm running out of patience, crooked man. I don't have time to
Ah, la
fuck
bagarre.
around here.
This could have gone so well. But you just had to complicate things. To speak the truth, I've never been a very good mediator.
Oui,
Why
c'est vrai.
negotiate when you can just decide?
Oh putain. Je l'avais oublié, elle.
Did I miss anything good?
Pourquoi elle a un truc
Well, look at
d'inquiétant?
you all fixed up.
Ouais oh. Ah. Ah. Tu t'es pas réparé toi encore. Ah. Ah merde, le clavier, vite. C'est bon. Plus.
Take this.
Oh.
You're done, Wolf.
Come on, we're pretty
Pourquoi tu veux me planter alors que je te couvre? C'est une grosse merde. Ah.
I'd like to say it was nice knowing you, but I'll be glad to see your insides turned out.
Tiens. Encore. Il n'y a qu'une touche dans ce jeu quoi. Ça va faire mal ça hein.
Oh god. This way.
Dans le canap'. Il y en a une qui a disparu là, ouais, c'est barré en premier avec le crooked man. Tiens, toi tu restes ici là. Voilà. 4 vertèbres en moins, il va pas aller le bien loin. Ah, on a gardé un des frères aussi. Ah, les frères. Ah, bon, on a rien gardé du tout, on se casse, d'accord. On va atterrir où?
Oh, shit.
I know.
Vite. Carrément, ok. Un remake de Terminator, ça me va. Ah, là on déconne plus là. C'est quoi cette barre au bas là? Pourquoi ils se rentrent dedans les bus? Fastoche. Personne n'en saura rien dans la ville. À toute doc. On va essayer de passer. Pourquoi on rentre là? Ah, ok. On va t'attraper, on va te fumer mon gars.
Fuck! What was that?
Ah merde, il y avait la bagnole du Crooked Man. Je l'ai vu après là. Tiens. Vite. Je me demande si tu peux choper le Crooked Man du coup. Ah mais je t'ai poursuivi dans toute la ville, je vais pas m'arrêter là quand même. Oh ce bruit, j'ai l'impression de marcher avec des...
Gun it.
Are you sure?
Do it.
Avec des blocs de béton aux pieds.
He's not moving.
Keep going.
Je bouge pas. Quoi? Non. On va pas les perdre quand même. Ah. La course poursuite, tout ça pour revenir chez eux? Non mais... Il est pas bien, hein. On l'a pas vu se transformer en plus, lui encore. Georgie. On sait pas à quoi il ressemble. On a cassé sa voiture.
Holy shit.
Bon, pas de temps à perdre. Yo Zeldra. Eh mais c'est non, bah oui, il y en a qu'un sur cette chaîne. Y a pas de contrefaçon ici.
Hang on. I need a minute.
Okay.
Ah, écoutons un petit peu.
Can you stand up? It's okay. Take your time. Slowly.
Oh, it's no fucking use. No way I'm walking out of here.
How did this happen, Georgie? How did it get this?
Don't worry. Oh, fuck.
Ah t'as mal
It
hein.
won't be your fault. It'll all land on me and...
Allez. Comment on va? Bah écoute, ça va, on finit... on entame le dernier épisode. Règlement de compte, tout ça. Il y a déjà un qui a morflé, plus que 6.
Shit. Hello, Big B. I hoped you'd come to your senses.
L'ordre du sang, c'est ça. En patience, en attendant la sortie de Lost Ark, bien sûr.
But of course, you're too much of an idiot to see that. Or maybe you just like me too much to let me go. That it, Sheriff? I had to say goodbyes first.
Please, Sheriff. Haven't you done enough? Look at him. He's dying.
Vivian, you don't know what you're doing.
I'm trying to help you here.
Et pourquoi tu le protèges de ouf?
Want to protect this guy. You know what he did.
I'm not going anywhere.
Bah tu viens avec lui, c'est pas grave, hein.
It isn't
J'ai deux
his
bras.
fault.
He's a murderer. Faith and Lily, he's the reason they're dead.
Look, I know he made a few mistakes. We all have.
What?
He made sure they couldn't talk with those damn ribbons, and then he killed them. You're wearing one yourself. Doesn't that bother you even a little, knowing that man murdered...
Of course it does. Those girls...
So it's all my fucking fault then?
I
You
didn't mean...
fucking... You're gonna throw me to the fucking wolf too? You know I didn't have a goddamn choice. What the fuck? I did what I had to! You can't fucking blame me for that.
Look, I'm
Sometimes you just have to do what you're told. Then it comes back to bite you in the ass because some good-for-nothing crooked bastard decides you're not worth shit anymore.
Pourquoi t'as fait ça du coup?
Why'd you do it then, huh? If it's not your fault, then what the fuck happened?
Look, Faith and the others tried to pull a run on us. And as you can imagine, the crooked man wasn't too thrilled. But of course, the big boss didn't want to get his fucking hands dirty. So he told me to take care of it. I think I don't know what that means. Either I do what he says or I'm the one getting dealt with. So I fucking killed him. And I'd do it again. Cause it's not my fault. The crooked man gave the order. He told me to kill them. And then he fucking sold me out. The both of you can go rot in hell.
Georgie.
You think I'm the one to fucking blame?
That's not what I meant. I was just...
Yeah.
You think that'll help?
Oui.
You
Ça va te remettre les idées en place.
Still the same old fucking moron. Go ahead and kill me then, but it won't bring back Lily or Faith. It won't free your friend Nerissa. And I'm just the sap taking the fall for the whole thing. It must be so easy being you. Just come in here and blame me for all this shit. Job's done, right? George is the bad guy. It's all his fucking fault. But what was I supposed to do? You don't know what it's like, Bigby. How could you know? At the end of the day, you're just like him. Coming here, talking about options. Like it was that simple.
You could have done anything else. You could have let them go. You could have freed Faith and Lily from those fucking ribbons instead of murdering them.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. If I freed them...
Si tu libérais quoi? Vas-y, balance là, balance les
What would you
infos.
have me do? Kill her?
Georgie, don't.
It was them or Vivian. So you tell me, if freeing Lily meant she had to die. Do you still think I had a fucking choice?
What are you doing?
Voilà, lâche les infos, putain, on y arrive.
Original.
Original de quoi?
The girl with the ribbon. I'm sure you've heard the stories. Couldn't take it off, couldn't talk about it. She used her little purple ribbon to make more of them. To keep our girls quiet. To ensure absolute discretion.
You promised you wouldn't.
All that magic is connected to this little thing. You remove hers, and the spell's broken. They're all free. But you know what happens to her? The same thing that happened to Faith. So don't you come in here and tell me I fucked up.
What the hell, Georgie? We were supposed to look out for each other. I trusted you.
You can't fucking blame me. You're not innocent here either.
I know that. But did it have to be like this?
Wait, those were your ribbons? You're in on this? I thought you cared about them.
I do.
Salope.
Of course I do. You have to understand. Nobody was supposed to die.
Pas ce qui arrivait.
When we built this place, it was just a stupid idea. A gimmick. Discretion is our guarantee. That's how it started anyway. This was supposed to be our place. We were gonna be in charge for once, and nobody would try to control us or use us. That was the point. Then the crooked man showed up and everything just turn to shit.
So, do you get it now? Why I couldn't just... If you still think it's so fucking simple, then you do it. Go right ahead. Kill her then.
What are you doing?
Break the spell. Save the fucking day.
Stop it!
I told you, sometimes all your options are shit. What the fuck are you supposed to do then?
We'll find another way. She doesn't have to die. Maybe the witches
Don't talk
can...
about me like I'm not even here, please. You think this is hard for you? My life is such a fucking burden on your conscience. Don't I get a say? It's my life. Like it was either of yours to give up in the first place.
Vivian, I'm not gonna kill you.
I know that.
Wait.
I'm sick of everyone thinking that they can just
Ah, pas
do
suicider.
what they want with my life. I thought it would be different here. But it's all the fucking same.
Vivian, I didn't mean...
Do you think I wanted to be this person? What I did to Faith and Lily? To all of them.
Vivian, wait.
Every day I have to look Gwen and Hans in the eye and pretend I don't care. I have to forget what I've done to them. What I took away from them. I
Iguanéance.
look at Nerissa and I hate myself.
Vivian.
I can't pretend anymore.
What are you doing?
Vivian, don't. Vivian, no!
Putain, mais non, mais.
Fuck! No, 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 no!
Ah, ça se fait d'une
Why'd
façon
you have to
tellement,
do that, Vivian?
tellement smooth et rapide.
Shit!
Damn it!
Vivian, I didn't fucking mean it. I was just... Oh.
Et du coup, les autres filles, il se passe quoi? Qu'est-ce qui est arrivé à la petite sirène?
Oh, fuck!
Get up. Get up!
Don't think so, Bigby.
Direction la prison, mec.
I'm gonna die here. I think we both know that. Just
C'était
make
pas une
sure
fable.
you give the crooked man the same treatment when you find him. Really fuck him up for me, alright? For both of us. You know the bastard deserves it.
Don't worry about the crooked man.
Old foundry by the river, alright?
Ah, des infos.
Shepherd Metalworks. He'll be there. Fucking asshole.
Est-ce que Viviane, on pouvait la garder en vie du coup?
Or do you plan to kick me around a little first? Rip my limbs off one by one? That's what you want to do, right?
That's not who I am.
Sure it's not. No more games, alright? We both know how this ends.
De bonnes tripes à la manne de con.
Quick. I know what I did.
On va faire ça propre.
All right, Georgie.
Pas besoin qu'il souffre. Il est pas plus rapide et avec moins de douleur. Lui arracher les trois quarts des organes, ça va être trop horrible. Et du coup, Georgie, c'était pas une fable. Plus rien. C'est un commun. Ah. C'est l'heure d'être vénère de nouveau. Est-ce que toutes les autres filles au ruban sont libérées du charme? C'est ça qui est inquiétant là. Ou est-ce que leurs lèvres sont scellées à jamais? La fonderie.
Still warm. He's here, all right.
C'est si on avait sauté sur la voiture du Crooked Man, on serait pas allé au club et Viviane se serait pas suicidée peut-être. Tellement de choses différentes à tester.
Of course.
Comme si une poignée allait nous résister. En avant. Ah.
So this is where they've been sending these.
Oh là. Nous sommes attendus, on dirait.
Bigby Wolf.
Oh putain.
The big bad wolf.
Oh, ça sent la grosse bagarre là. On va se retransformer en... Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça? Oh, il y a un cercueil. Avec un arbre.
You used to be something.
Quoi tout ça là? Ok.
They used to fear you.
Ah c'est ça la roue du Crooked.
They'd hide anywhere their small shivering bodies would fit.
C'est du morflé. Hein. Qu'est-ce qu'on a là-dedans? Un petit peu de métal en fusion là. Ah des balles en argent. Il y en a combien? Il y en a 3 là. Il y en a que 3.
The big bad wolf.
Et elle est où là?
It's about time you showed up.
I had to take care of some things first.
Little errand boy. That's nice.
Ah, Bigby. I see you made it here in one piece.
Sortez d'où?
I do apologize, but I have some business to attend to. I leave you in the capable hands of my associate. Come find me when you've finished, dear.
Don't worry. This won't take long.
Get out of my way now. Don't make this worse.
Aw, he doesn't want to play.
Je pense pas que elle on puisse lui faire entendre raison.
Does that usually work for you? You planning to kill me with your eyeballs? I assume your mother taught you how to fight proper? Or was she too busy fucking whatever breeze drifted through the town?
Ah, la raquette. Allez. Oh, un succès. On va remettre Libérien. En paix de touche. Le contre. Coup de boule. Ah bah non. Ça manque de coups de boule ce jeu. Il disparaît trop vite. Peu importe hein. Comment elle se déplace aussi vite là? T'as sauté de toit en toit, fais pas genre t'as peur. On va affronter Bloody Mary. C'est quelque chose ça, aïe. Ah, faut être au taquet là. J'ai beau appuyer. Ça scud. Ah mais non mais. C'est apparu après que je me sois fait taper. Arnaque. Ah ce bruit. Elle est horrible. Elle est passée en mode Super Saiyan. Ah ce bruit de verre à chaque fois qu'elle marche là. Chais. Esquive. Lâche-moi là. On va la foutre dans du métal ou... Ah ça y est, on est passé en mode Super Saiyan, ça rigole plus. Je vais laminer par une meuf. Quand tu vois la gueule de la meuf... Quoi? Ah bah yes, une ça suffisait pas quoi. Ah je comprends pourquoi tout le monde a peur de Bloody Mary. Et pourquoi elle est si balèze. Et coucou Nina. Ici pour le prime. Je suppose que c'est un prime, mais... Voilà. Il y a de l'argent et je me fais défoncer. Ça me déconcentre. Mais merci quand même. Tiens. Mais ça se passe hyper mal là. Voilà, je vais mourir. Je vais mourir à cause de l'argent. Voilà. Ah bah oui. On vient de step up hein. Ah c'est pas le grand méchant loup pour rien. Hein. Un petit RKO. Combien on va en fumer là? Pourquoi elle se cache si elle l'a vraie? Non. Voilà, mais il y en a combien qui arrivent? Il va se passer quoi du coup? On va hurler? On va souffler, comme pour les trois petits cochons. En même temps, vu la taille du bestiau, il doit y avoir des poumons de la taille d'une baraque. C'est pas un prime. Merci pour l'argent, merci pour le vrai. Ah. Ah. Jurassic Park. Et c'était la vraie ou la dernière? Incroyable. Ah. Là, il commence à serrer les fesses, là.
Hello, Bigby. You look tired.
Give me one good reason not to rip you apart right now.
J'allais le dire, là. Ah.
This gun holds 6 rounds of spec. I won't miss next time. Before you do anything with me,
Ah, ça fait une en moins, quoi.
a few things. Snow White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she? And that's what I want. You plan to do what she says, don't you?
That's right. But what happens to you once you get there is a different story.
I'm not quite finished. You will bring me back alive. Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair trial. Can we at least...
Ça sent l'arnaque, mais...
I will have a trial. Are we clear?
The whole town will be calling for your execution. Why would you want me to bring you back there?
Why don't you let me worry about that?
Oh, il va leur retourner le cerveau.
For us to be at each other's throats here.
That's funny, coming from a guy pointing a gun at my head.
This is just a precaution. I'm sure you understand. I'm no murderer, Mr. Wolf. I didn't kill those women. And I think you know that. All I'm asking for is a chance to explain my side of the story.
If you're not a killer, then what are you?
I'm a businessman, not a killer.
Oui, c'est ce qu'ils disent tous.
There's still a lot you have to answer for.
And I will, as long as you agree to my terms. Because I'm not saying another word until I'm brought before the community.
Merci la gueuse. Tu es un laidron mais tu es bien bonne.
I don't mean to belabor.
Merci Belly pour l'argent.
Just so we're clear.
Pour le 3e mois d'abonnement avec le Prime.
And decide to do something stupid. You won't get your answers. But you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White and the rest of this miserable town. You're often reckless. And I worry you're not thinking of the... Let me ask you an honest question. What do you really care about here? Where this case is concerned, I mean. Do you really want the truth? Or do you just want to look like the hero? Because those are two very different things.
La justice, frère.
Justice. I'm the sheriff. I have to do what's right. 2 people were murdered.
And you know who did it. Georgie.
Ouais, mais il y a quelqu'un qui donne des ordres derrière, quoi. Et c'est lui aussi qui...
Dead, isn't he? My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
You really think I'm that stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in, but you can...
Le fait que Georgie soit mort, ça me retomber dessus s'il y a un avocat. Putain, ça, je le sens venir.
I'd rather not dawdle. You know, I'm actually looking forward to seeing Miss White again. My previous interactions with her have gone rather well.
All right, let's go. Hand over the gun.
I think I'd rather hold on to it, if you don't mind. What do you say? Fine.
Voilà.
I'm sure Miss White will be pleased. Such a reliable pup. I understand why she'd want to keep you around.
On va le garder en un seul morceau, je le sens pas.
You'll be given a trial in front of your peers. And your punishment will follow.
Dans le puits, dans le puits.
I know. But we have to do something.
Are you fucking kidding me?
When is this thing happening?
Are we sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to... He's back.
The Crooked Man.
Thank God.
Motherfucker.
Pour une fois qu'on l'aime bien, lui.
Are you okay? It's been hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble. At the Crooked Man's place.
Well, he didn't make it easy.
What happened?
It doesn't matter. He's here. We got him.
We can talk about it later. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that you know, I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
J'avoue que ça fait, j'ai l'impression que ça fait une éternité qu'on les a pas vus.
Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You killed Lily!
She was my sister.
Could
What do you have to say for
Where the
yourself?
fuck do you get off?
Poor
You
girls.
think you have the right
And
to
what
just
about
do this
Faith?
to
What could
people?
they have
You're a
done to
fucking
deserve
crook!
This? You should be
Fucking
ashamed.
shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder
As
of
I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie?
I don't mean to interrupt you, Miss White.
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Ouais, mais les deux ils sont morts là, quoi. On a plus de preuves, merde.
So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my
Chier,
sister?
quoi.
Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Voilà, voilà.
Is he
Putain.
still out there?
I sincerely hope not.
Well, where is he?
Sheriff?
I killed him. He's dead.
He's... what?
Dead. So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
I'm well aware of my rights, Miss White. Unless you plan to abandon the
Ferme ta
charge.
gueule et laisse-la prononcer la
Let her
sentence. Là.
finish. Then you can have your say.
Got it?
If you insist.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
Aiding
Oui.
and providing monetary support for the forced
Un double malentendu.
prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're involved.
Come on, it's obvious.
And there's all the other crap he's done.
Everyone just shut up for a minute. You wanted a chance to talk? Well, go ahead.
What?
We all know he's guilty. What the fuck does he need to speak for?
C'est comme ça que
The Crooked Man has
c'est ça la
committed crimes
justice.
against this government and, most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where
well.
it fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get
But
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob
Personne peut
you
le
of that
saquer.
right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
This is ridiculous.
Ah, le
You have
boucher,
the
il
floor.
va me dire, ouais, il m'a agressé et tout.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Are you gonna get to your point or what?
Tellement émouvant. Alors dur.
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth for
He's
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg. It was only a matter of time before something like this happened.
If you were so offended by it, why'd you cover it up then? If it had nothing to do with you and your shit, then why'd you try to protect him for so long?
What cover up? I never made any attempt to hide Georgie's criminal activity from you. I learned of it myself
For
only
fuck's
recently.
sake. Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby. When you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
What's he talking about?
Yeah, and your goons attacked me. Did you forget that part?
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I protected them. You understand wanting to protect.
Ils sont pas là, hein, tes potes. Il y en a 2 qui sont morts en plus.
You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
Yeah, right. They don't do it because they want to protect you. You intimidate people. Use scare tactics. They're afraid if they don't follow orders, they'll end up dead.
Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that. Hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
What about Lily? She wasn't free. She wasn't given a choice. Do you really think she wanted... that any of those girls wanted their lives like that?
I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry that your sister asked me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my better judgment to give her a distasteful
Je sens qu'on va finir par faire une connerie.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah, that's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
Yes,
Oh, il retourne le cerveau.
Wasn't I?
You're the fucking problem here, not us.
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her
Oh.
story is not
On a bien fait de pas brûler son arbre.
She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I
Ah,
do?
si seulement je lui avais donné du boulot là.
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back, and in turn we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
She wanted my tree destroyed, but Bigby refused.
What?
You were gonna burn her tree? Snow, why would you want that?
Is that true?
Snow?
Don't blame Snow, she had her reasons. Greenleaf was using her magic to help Crane and the Crooked Man. That's why Snow wanted your tree burned.
That's not why.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with a crooked man.
Voilà, ça c'est vrai.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And
Oui, il y a un petit
that
orgue
may not
tout
always be
joyeux
clear
là.
right away. But I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can. But I can promise to always have your best interests at heart.
Like you did with her?
Things haven't been great for a while now, but we'll do better at protecting you. From people like him.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength. And if things didn't fall exactly his way, someone would die.
Do you really think the Crooked Man cared about you? He just cared about your money. He cares about your obedience.
They're right.
Bon,
You're
comment on
all
parle trop
still
bien.
afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over, and those girls will have their justice.
Ah yes, 100% chais. Oh putain, qu'est-ce qui va se passer?
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a confession.
A confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no
Ah, si seulement Viviane n'était pas morte.
Such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke, especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
Snow?
So, are we done?
And what about your history? All you've done to this fucking town.
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this. I just
Of course it's right. This man tormented all of you for profit. Georgie killed him.
Make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did.
Bah oui, c'est un employé, merde.
For me at the time. Yes?
Yes.
Of course.
Oui, vous êtes responsable, bien sûr.
You're responsible.
If I'm to blame for Georgie's mistakes, shouldn't Miss White be held accountable for Bigby's actions as well?
Like what?
How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
You can't be serious.
That was different.
What? You think you shouldn't be held accountable?
That was Bluebeard, not me.
He was a murder suspect.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection.
Oui.
Oh, you're right, dear.
Ah, d'ailleurs, ça y est, il est encore en vie, il est à Paris là. Oh, putain, il va revenir au dernier moment.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for
This
mine.
is completely different.
I
We all...
did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends. But they refuse to answer for their own right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Listen, I know...
The laws apply when we need them to.
Bluebeard, please.
What's that supposed to mean?
Everyone just shut the fuck up.
I mean, a certain level of privilege should be afforded to two.
This is how it's always been.
Yes. See, this is exactly to what I'm speaking. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf?
Allez, on n'est pas si méchant.
Bigby, Miss White.
Ah.
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath, little
What's
one?
she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Bluebeard.
What?
She has something to say and we're gonna listen. Go right
C'est
ahead.
une fable aussi. Hein. Du coup, elle va pouvoir enlever le ruban.
I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut up.
Bien
You
cher.
enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
We need to establish some order here.
Vivian wanted you freed from the ribbons. She took her own life.
I'm sorry, I don't think
Nerissa! My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith
Ah.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me. And now I can finally say, you're an asshole. And I hope you rot at the bottom of the witching well for what you did.
Don't worry. He's gonna pay for it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have
a
never
conquis
done
la foule.
anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me.
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Vraiment aussi simple que ça?
No, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you?
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let you go free after this.
Wait!
What?
I could always rip your arms off first. Would you enjoy that?
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's not good enough.
Maybe there will be more if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been enough bloodshed?
So we get rid of him.
Dangerous.
Get him out of here.
Voilà, voilà, calmez-vous, calmez-vous.
Listen up.
Ah, merci.
Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision. Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting yourself.
Why not?
On devrait voter.
What do you think this is?
Everyone, calm down.
We should have a vote.
La voix du peuple.
Make it democratic.
Do you really think that's going to work?
He's right. Nobody can agree on anything.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
That makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
Okay.
Fine. Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay.
Oh, on est tellement sympa qu'ils veulent nous laisser.
Snow.
Just do what you think is right.
Oh putain, c'est chaud.
Yes, Sheriff.
Lui arracher la tête.
Do what you think is right.
Teach him a fucking lesson.
No.
He has to
We
die.
can lock him
Just
away.
fucking get rid of him.
Not this way.
Ah bah, on n'aura pas à choisir. Coup de boule.
There you are. I hope you all remember this moment. Think of me when you try to sleep.
Finish it, Sheriff.
Please, we can still.
End it already.
Oh, tu fais chier.
Just between us, I was gonna let you live. But now...
You're going to miss me.
Ah, dégage.
No, I won't.
On va pas garder ce mec là pour qu'il refasse de la merde.
For Lily. And Faith.
Fableville quoi.
Yes. Another one of us to erase from the books.
Putain pourri, j'ai bien fait ou pas? Est-ce que vous êtes triste qu'il soit mort? Appartement luxueux. Ah oui, c'est là où on habite. Ah, c'est luxueux le 10 mètres carrés et demi.
Hey, Sheriff. Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to.
Oh, on l'a embauché du coup, nice.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay, great.
This fucking...
Encore ce roux là? Il est partout. On est le bureau des plaintes maintenant?
Oh, Mr. Wolf, Flycatcher left his keys.
Is everything okay? You look...
I'm sorry, Sheriff.
Il y a du taf,
have
hein?
to take care of this. We'll talk later, okay?
Good morning, Miss White.
Ah, il nous a pas insulté, c'est déjà ça. Nos relations s'améliorent avec Barbe Bleue.
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
il a vraiment acheté de la bière en forme de porc. Ah, Fableville c'est devenu un coin relax, mais tant qu'il n'y a pas de meurtre. Ils vont où?
I'm going. Jesus.
We only have like 5 minutes.
Then carry me for fuck's sake. I don't give a shit. You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day. Ugh, shit. Just go grab that, would you?
Sorry about all this. I tried to help.
Just why the hell did she have to send me and me boy away, huh? You promised me I'll get another chance. But Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway.
J'ai rien promis, moi.
I had the money, but she didn't want to hear it.
Wait, Sheriff Bigby, I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so if you could bring it to her, she was nice.
Yeah, sure.
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best.
Ah, c'est ok.
It's a willow beetle.
Oh, ça va lui arracher le cœur.
They're cool, cause when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
That's real nice.
She said it was pretty.
We're about ready to head out.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
Putain, c'est quoi cet endroit?
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore.
Don't worry. You'll be a lot safer there. There's plenty of space to run around, and a nice river nearby so you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the Monday seeing you. It'll be nice.
Ça a l'air pas si mal, la ferme.
Come on. It won't be so bad.
Est-ce qu'on verra dans le 2 à quoi ça ressemble?
No. Some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves.
So you wouldn't know, would you?
We're all set.
Est-ce que ça peut vraiment être pire que New York?
Hey, Bigby. Where's your friend, Colin? Where's the fucking pig?
I don't know. He, must have run off.
Bullshit.
Ah bah ça... Je t'ai filé de la thune là pour acheter le truc, mais on aurait... Merde.
Hi.
Hi.
On aurait embauché la sorcière.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
Et si on l'enlevait?
Bigby, I know you're trying to help, but this is just something I need to do on my own, okay? Listen, I
Tu vas pas le garder 8 mois quand même.
I have to tell you something.
What is it?
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily. I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the crooked man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
Nerissa, just tell me what happened.
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the crooked man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us.
Mais t'avais le ruban, non?
I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
You were just trying to protect them.
Yeah. Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the crooked man. But then... Oh, God.
Here.
Thank you.
Pourquoi je sens que ça va être une grosse arnaque là ce qui va se passer. Il y a une grosse bombe qui va nous tomber dessus.
But that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the crooked man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the crooked man did it.
Oh putain.
So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
So you think that makes it okay to lie?
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after... That night, after Faith, I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
C'était elle.
You?
I walked her over here, and I left her, just hoping that maybe if I couldn't save them, could at least save the rest of us.
So, that piece of fabric I found near there, that was you?
Yeah, I cut my leg trying to get over the fence.
So you started all this?
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The crooked man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence, and the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith, or Lily. Nobody cares about us. Not really.
It's going to be different now, I promise.
Ça va être compliqué, mais on va essayer de faire en sorte que...
Not while I'm around.
You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her, or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us. You don't see that a lot these days.
I don't really know where we stand anymore. Things are just... different.
Huh. Things are always different. Look, Bigby. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened.
J'avoue, bande d'ingrats.
No one else would. You knew when to show mercy, and you brought justice to this town. Finally. Because you brought the crooked man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing. You've been given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the crooked man, it was you.
I hope I've at least done some good here.
You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you.
Okay.
You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
Oh, j'ai entendu ça, non?
I need to tell you something.
I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me. You like my ribbon? Do you like it?
Faith wore one too.
Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little Mermaid.
Did Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about Faith?
He said he wanted to run more tests.
I hope you find what you're looking for.
Il y a une entourloupe là.
I'll see you around, Wolf.
Quoi? Pourquoi on la suit pour quoi faire? Ah, ils annoncent le 2 qui est jamais sorti. Voilà. On pense qu'on a réglé plein de problèmes et que c'est la merde, mais on va s'en sortir. Il y en a toujours qui ressort de sous le tapis. Chier. Hein. Qu'est-ce qu'on a comme choix qu'on a fait? Bon, comme 68% des joueurs, on l'a tué, Georgie. On a ramené le Crooked Man en vie. Ah, on pouvait le tuer directement et avoir un procès après. Ah, et seulement 38% des gens l'ont jeté dans le puits. On aurait pu lui dire non, casse-toi avec ton cadeau. Ok. Et à mon avis, je pense que si on refait le jeu avec plein de choix de façon différente, on doit avoir d'autres pièces du puzzle pour mieux comprendre l'histoire. Je ne sais pas si on fera tout le... Ah, DC's. Dire que quoi, que tout le monde peut mourir dans le jeu? Non. Pas que. Vous l'avez défendu quand Blanche voulait l'envoyer à la ferme. Vous l'avez donné de l'argent. Et il m'en veut encore, salaud. Ok. Et bien c'était Wolf Among Us. Ah ben voilà, continue l'histoire. Ils ont introduit 10 milliards de BD qui s'appellent donc Fables. Et ça donne envie de les acheter. Découvrir un roman illustré dès aujourd'hui.